Hey everybody, this is David at Barnyard Bees. This is something a little bit different. I want to show especially a lot of the younger people. I grew up in the 70s as a kid, in the 80s as a teenager, and pretty much so when I was a kid. If you would walk out into your yard barefooted with clover in the yard, you was going to get stung. There was just no way of avoiding it because the bees were everywhere. And you can walk out through this yard here, and the reason there's so many out here, of course, well, we have a lot of bees. So everywhere you look, there's bees out here, and they're covered up on this clover. And this kind of takes me back to when I was a kid, how yards looked back in the 70s that you just don't see anymore. Unless you just have a large number of bees in your yard, you just won't see this. And a lot of people, the younger people, don't realize that, how abundant the bees were. Now, when I was a kid, I only knew of one beekeeper, and he had 2 hives, and that was it. So more than likely it was more than just his bees, because he only had 2 hives. I got 240 right down there. Now, bees typically don't like to forage too much in their own yard. They will some. They like to go out a lot. So I do have some bees a mile from here. I got a friend down the road that has bees a mile away. I got some 3 miles away. So not the ones 3 miles away, but the ones a mile away will most definitely visit this yard, and some of my own bees too. But it's just kind of interesting. When I walked out here and looked, it kind of took me back to the 70s, how things used to be with bees, because you knew the woods were filled full of wild bees. And I remember my mom saying, don't go out there barefoot, you're gonna get stung. And you would if you didn't listen. It's just not that way anymore. You can walk out through most yards full of clover and flowers and still not get stung. So I just thought this was interesting. I just wanted to kind of put this out for anyone that just, don't realize how much our bees have declined over the years. And this is why we need more beekeepers. The more beekeepers we get, a lot of people don't realize, when you get bees, your bees will swarm. Some of them will escape. You won't catch all your swarms. They'll get out into the wild, and they will help repopulate the woods. So that's really what we're hoping to do, is eventually get bee stock back out into the wild again, where one day we can be back like we used to with bees. And that's why I just keep pushing everybody, try to get more, try to get bees, try to encourage others to get them, try to share these videos and get more people interested in bees. It's a beautiful thing to be able to walk out in your yard and see this. It just, on the dandelions, on the clover, it just like it was back in where I grew up in the northern part of West Virginia. It was just like it was back then. But that's about it. I just wanted to show everybody that. That was just kind of very interesting. And don't forget, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Barnyard Bees.